Hey everyone, it's Mark Weens. I'm in a Maasai village in rural Kenya, and we just finished eating a goat with the community all the way from the beginning, from a live goat to the end. And I just want to warn you, in this video you will see some guts and blood, so if that's not for you, I would recommend that you skip this video. I ask you, if you watch this video, to please respect their culture, be kind in your comments, and respect the local culture because it's absolutely beautiful, and I've met some incredible people at this Maasai village. But just to warn you, let's start now. I'm gonna meet up with my friend Bramwell and some of his friends, and we're leaving from Nairobi. He said it's not too far of a drive, but maybe a couple of hours, and we're heading towards Kajiado.
Hopefully the river does not flood and we can cross to eat our goat. We're now heading to Kajiado, which is the heart of the Maasai community. We're going into the town, and then we're picking up a gentleman there that's our host, and we're going deep into the rural, into the Maasai homestead.
They've reserved a goat for us. They're gonna cook the goat traditional Maasai style, and it's good. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to it.
Now we are in Kajiado town.
This is Kajiado town.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so from here we go to the village.
We get into the rural areas. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we're on our way, just stopping for a quick refreshment.
Quick refreshment, something to hold on our stomach
Before the goat.
before the goat. This is Pastor Abaku.
Hello.
He's
Nice
the
to
one
meet
taking
you.
us to the
Oh,
village.
You're doing well.
Yes.
Very good. Nice to meet you. Oh, you're also with Pastor also?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you very much for...
Welcome Kajiado.
Asante sana. Thank you for inviting us. Whoa, this place really goes back here. Oh, we're coming into a little lounge back here. Oh, it's like a whole living room. Yeah, that's good. Samosa is good, and then we can continue.
Chapati and meat.
Along with some samosas, we also got some peas with the vegetables mchicha, and also some of the chapatis, and some of the tomato sauce to go with it as well. Okay, let me just try some of that first.
It's mixed with mchicha. It's a mix. So it tastes
It
different
has a really nice taste. It's kind of nutty tasting.
Yes.
Very nutty tasting. Like a chapati. I got some chai to drink.
We are still trying to organize ourselves.
Oh yeah, yes. It's good. It's black tea with lots of milk in it. It's very creamy. It's nice and rich. I just bring to the car for my wife. Ying stayed back in the car because Mike is taking a nap, but I'm gonna bring her some of the samosas. I have to tell you that when I was a kid, samosas, it was one of my ultimate favorite snacks that I remember so vividly as a kid, eating samosas like this. Oh, and this one is absolutely fantastic. It's minced beef, it's loaded with onions. I think there's some cilantro in there. It kind of has a little bit of a cinnamon taste to it. I'm gonna squeeze on some lime. That is the touch that it needs, some lemon. I think it's lemon actually. Oh, the meat is just squeezing out. That brings back so many good memories. Ying, how's the samosa? It's so good. Whoa, that was a big bite to end that samosa. That's one of those samosas I want to eat like 10 of them.
How far is it from here? I think around 25 kilometers.
25 kilometers, okay.
amekubali kuja Maasai.
Back on the road. But we should be at the village, I think very soon, very shortly. Sopa, right?
Then you
And you say sopa, right? We made it.
Maasai land.
We made it to Maasai land. Oh man, the land is beautiful here. We've arrived to the Boma. And a Boma is a small village, right?
Yes, greet this guy.
Okay. And the way that you greet, especially the children, is you touch them on their head, which is the traditional greeting custom. Hello. 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 Salama. Salama. Nice to meet you. Very good. How are you? How are you?
How are you?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
So welcome, Mark.
Thank you very much. Amazing to be here. It's a beautiful place.
Napenda kumtembelea. Lakini sio Kajiado.
So we're just doing some introductions and being welcomed into the village.
Na huyu anaitwa Mark.
Oh, thank you for welcoming us. We've officially been welcomed to the village. It's really an honor to be here.
Lunch is here.
Maasai style. The homestead area is called a boma, and then they always have a fence which is made from thorns and an all natural fence which surrounds the villa to keep the sometimes wild animals. You hear lots of wild animals in Kenya, as well as the livestock. But we're coming outside of the fence, and we're on our way to see the goat.
An honor. Kind of if somebody comes to a home, a guest, then goat is slaughtered. Do you eat blood?
Goat is eaten on a special occasion. A goat is slaughtered when guests come. When it's a real honor to eat goat, and so we have been honored to visit here, and they'll be preparing a goat Maasai style for us. They are slaughtering the goat right now, but one thing you should know is the respect that Maasai have for their livestock. The livestock, the goats and cows, it means everything for their culture.
This is the fire.
This is the fire where the goat will be roasted?
This is the fire.
In the meantime, he's starting a fire. That's where the goat is going to be roasted underneath maybe an acacia tree, but yeah, the land here is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Maasai, are they normally nomadic or
nomadic.
Traditionally?
No, they are nomadic.
They are still.
Yeah.
And so even like some of the bomas,
Yes.
will they stay in a boma for some time and then move to another
Yeah, actually,
location?
Yeah, they do go because of search of grass and water,
Okay.
and especially in the time of the drought,
Ah,
they go searching for water, grass,
so they might stay in a boma for a period of time.
for a period of time.
And
when,
then
when the drought comes,
Yeah.
they move
They can move the
with
whole
their
homestead
animals.
with their animals and the
With their
entire
animals.
homestead.
But now, at least the climate is changing a little bit.
I remember I had a friend
Yes.
who was Maasai before when I lived in Nairobi. But then we asked him, where will you go back to home?
Yes.
And he said, actually, I'm not really sure. He said he had to go to a certain region, I think southern Kenya.
Yes.
And then he had to just ask around
Yeah.
and ask, where is my family?
Yes.
And then he'd just walk, and then eventually he would find his family. But he wasn't sure exactly
He wasn't
where his
sure.
home was because
Yes, this
he's
is
Maasai. And
this is
Yeah.
because sometime during the dry spell,
yes.
he might really not locate his home because people move in search of green water, green pastures and water.
Okay.
And now when they move, we might not know where have they went to. Maybe Magadi, maybe Namanga, maybe
Okay.
Mashuru. So he must ask their locality. You know, Maasai social network is very powerful.
Yes.
So we know each and every family by name. And so now, if he asked his family, absolutely, he's going to be told your family moved maybe 100 kilometers away from where they were, or maybe they are coming back because now it is raining season, or maybe they have moved, and so you need to keep yourself up in a certain village to wait for them to come so that your education will not be distracted.
Wow. So just imagine if you live in the city, but you want to go home to visit your family and you're not exactly sure where they are, so you just go to the general area where you think they are, and then you start asking the community, where is my family? And eventually you just have to kind of walk around, and it might take days, but then you relocate your family.
The milk came from the cow just now.
Oh, right now?
Yes.
Wow.
Fresh milk from the cow, right now, right here.
The cow is just milked. This is the tea. Tea with the milk. Oh yeah. Oh, that is fresh milk. Yeah. It almost has like a little meaty taste to it.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't get fresher than that. And probably cooked over fire too, so it has a little bit of a roasted flavor too. Oh, that's hot. He just skinned the entire goat by hand in like 10 minutes. And now the goat is just sitting within the skin.
He will get out the kidney.
Oh, okay.
He will get out the kidney, and you will share with him. Very sweet. The Maasai eat it raw. They eat it raw.
Oh, that's the kidney.
That's the kidney.
Wow.
That's the kidney. Half a piece.
Wow.
This is your piece.
No, small pieces, okay. Wow. Very sweet?
Very sweet.
Very sweet.
Okay.
Asante. Oh, small pieces, okay. Kidogo.
Small fish.
Yes. Asante. Oh, wow.
Very sweet.
This is definitely one of the most adventurous things I've ever eaten. This is the raw kidney. It's still warm. It's still kind of twitching. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. It is pretty good.
Very sweet.
I think I'm supposed to eat half of it with him.
Share more. That's another piece.
Wow. It is sweet.
Very sweet and very warm.
It is sweet. It's very warm and like a little bit naturally salty and kind of like definitely squishy. Wow. That is the freshest, one of the freshest things I've ever tasted. Wow. That was an honor. Wow, asante sana. That was a wow. That is not for the faint of heart.
Warm.
It is warm.
Yeah, it's real kidney. You need another one? You know there are two.
They weren't joking when they told me I was gonna split the kidney with him.
Now that is how they prepare it for the
That's
flame.
hot.
Here also.
Oh yeah, are you gonna have? Okay, hold on.
Now. Shit.
It's very nice. Yeah, it is, right? Now that we've had the appetizer, they're getting started on roasting the goat. But this is the unique Maasai way, and so what they do is as they were butchering, as the goat was being prepared, some of the community was off gathering sticks and sharpening them. I didn't know what they were for at first, but they're the skewers, they're the stakes for the roasting of the meat. So they stretch out the meat so that it's kind of flat, and they put it on skewers, and then they stick the skewer into the ground over the fire. The liver, that will be roasted. So far, one side of the ribs and the liver are roasting away. Wow.
Still moving.
He just stuck the leg in the tree.
Yes.
And he's gonna go get maybe I'll go see what he is doing over there.
I want to cut something for that. I'm going to
For
use
the leg, so you can hang the leg. Okay.
that I use for roasting.
Okay.
Oh, this is the good one.
Okay. That is one giant kebab. That's an entire goat leg kebab, and that's the process of the style of roasting. So that's now sitting over the fire. You can start to hear the meat hissing as well. It's almost every part. Back at the goat, almost every part of the goat has now been sectioned off, and they're still cleaning it, but they've done such a clean job. They've used every single part, and just a few remaining, like some of the intestines, which he's still cleaning, is sitting on it's like a tarp of the skin. They're dripping with juices. Oh,
That is oil. They'll have to heat it till it becomes soft.
that's fat, the fat. He took some of the fat of the goat and he wrapped it in the skin, and then he took his rungu, which is the Maasai stick with a little ball on the top, which is used, he used that like a club or like a meat tenderizer, a fat tenderizer, and then he hit the skin with the fat in it to kind of maybe break up that fat, and then now he's stuffing it into the intestine, I believe. I think that might be for the soup. So that is the fat, and you're stuffing it into the intestine. Into the intestine. That will be for the soup. Chunk of fat wrapped in the intestine that goes into the soup, and then it's just gonna slow drip like a sprinkler fat system into the soup as it boils with those organs.
The custom demands when the meat is shared, we kind of scorch.
Yes, no salt.
This one is nice. So the liver is the first thing to be eaten. It's kind of like the appetizer. Asante. Oh, that is amazing. Beautiful. That is so good. That's just pure. That is some seriously good liver. It does not get fresher than that. Asante. Drone. The sun is starting to go down. It misted just for a little bit. Luckily, it didn't rain. It's a superb atmosphere. And now the goat is ready. They're carving it, slicing it off the bone. Some of the chunks, I think the spine is coming out of the soup. Everyone is preparing to eat now. No salt needed.
No salt.
No salt.
No oil.
No salt, no oil.
This goat has not touched touched water.
There's the roasted bits as well as some of the boiled parts.
Nauliza kama mama ataweza.
And some of the pieces of the goat went back to the boma, to the village where the ladies cooked it. As you can see, this is a male activity here, but then the women did get the goat, and they cooked some of the wet fry. They fried it, so they brought some back to us here. So this is what I'll first try. Oh, it's hot. Oh, that's delicious. I got a little bit grizzle, but that just adds to the flavor. And that's, it's so sweet. It's so naturally grassy tasting. You got your meal? Really the definition of communal eating. Eating with friends, eating with family. And I got one of the ribs now. Yeah, that's the definition of grass-fed goat. The natural flavor of that it's just insane. It's so good. How is it, Brown?
Yeah, it's incredible. There was a little bit of the wet fry from the women.
Oh, that was good.
Amazing. But the choma by the men here, just amazing stuff. You cannot explain well enough in words. Raised here with the local
need
grass.
any salt.
You don't need any salt. It's just nice.
It is.
Yeah.
And how long was that? That was like 2.5 hours.
But 2.5 hours
from the live goat
from the live goat to this.
To the cooked goat.
No water.
With some raw kidneys in between.
Yeah.
Yes, Micah. Yeah, is that good, Micah? This one is the matumbo, it's part of the stomach. Oh wow. Oh, that tastes like grass. Oh, there is some grass in there. Oh, that's tender though. Oh, I can see kind of a little artery coming out of there.
Thank you.
Oh, that piece is a little bit chewy. Micah is loving it. Local rice.
Yeah, grown here. You can taste it, it's different.
Oh, it's really good.
Very good.
Yeah, the rice has this incredible nutty flavor. A very nutty flavor.
Can grab some more?
Definitely. That's really good rice. Yeah. Wow.
Nothing left.
Just leaves and skin and a few bones. That goat was spectacular, and the last thing that we're gonna eat is the soup, which some of the parts were boiled in it as well as some of the organs, and I missed them adding it, but they put some kind of a bark from a tree around here into the soup to boil that with the meat, which has medicinal properties. They put the soup into a bucket, and this is amazing. So this is, and that just froths up. That is an extremely satisfying sound as it goes into the liquid, and you can see that foam up like suds. But that's just boiled down those parts, the bones, and that herb. It's like a propeller, yeah? From a bone, or yeah. It is a bone.
Come here.
Asante sana. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that is so good. What's incredible about the soup is that, oh, you gotta see him. Yeah, yeah. Your whole head goes into the pot. You know, that soup. Yeah, okay, I haven't even explained the taste of the soup though. But there's no salt in the soup. You can just, I mean, you just taste the natural grassiness of the goat. And you taste that like kind of like earthy tone to it. But it's cold. Luckily the soup is keeping us warm. They told us if you see a hyena, don't run, just act cool. We're back in the boma now and we're just gonna do a quick closing.
For me is to say thank you. Our hearts are overflowing. As I leave today, I'm not sure which one was better, the men's food or the women's food. In my mouth, I'm still remembering the taste and I'm deciding yet. But the experience was amazing and I feel at home.
But what really touched me is the community and how the fellowship of coming together to share a meal. Oh, you can hear owls. We've come to the end of this day. We're about to jump in the van and we're heading back to Nairobi, but this has been one of the most special, one of the most heartwarming and touching and personal and learning experiences of my life. It was an honor to be a part of this community for this one day, and it's a memory that I will remember forever, and I hope to visit again. So thank you to everyone involved. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear from you in the comments section below if you learned anything. And yeah, goodbye from Maasai land in Kenya. Thank you for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe now and also click that little bell icon. That way you'll get notified of the next video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. And thank you for holding the light.
Thank you. Thank you.
Asante sana.